Hello, I'm David Briggs. I'm co-founder of Tricor Global and partners with Billy Epperhart. So we're continuing on our thoughts today to help stimulate our thinking about what social impact is in light of the kingdom and kingdom impact. In fact, one translation talks about what Christ said. He said, "The king will answer, whenever you did it for any of my people, no matter how unimportant they seemed, you did it for me." So the issue behind impact is like when you throw a pebble in the pond. The cause or the initial action might seem small, might be a one-time thing and insignificant, but the ripple effect of throwing that pebble has far-reaching, like the ripples of the water, has far-reaching effect on as a result of what you did. And so we talk about kingdom impact, we talk about social impact, why we do what we do, and how we affect people in life. And that impact gives us a platform for the message that we want to speak, that gives us influence over a community, which in turn can change the community's behavior. So what we have to understand about influence, every individual person in their lifetime will meet about 80,000 people statistically. But they will also have a direct influence over 2,000 people in the decisions they make in their life. So every individual has what I call their world. Someone might say, I can't affect the whole world, but you can directly affect your own personal world. You have the potential to affect other worlds, other communities. And so we have to understand that everything that we do affects an individual. It affects a family. It can affect a community, a city or a village. It can affect a region, an area or a state or a province. And it can affect a nation. It can change nations. And it can affect the world globally. We live in a global village. There's not anything that we do in these days that doesn't affect the world, whether they're good or bad. The impact of lack of water, lack of health teaching, pandemics, wars. You might think, well, I'm not going to get involved with people around the world because that doesn't affect where I live. That's what people thought until Pearl Harbor was bombed. You got to understand that if we don't invest our lives in people where we're at and be involved and around the world, by ignoring the condition of the people of the world, we potentially set up for that to have an effect on us that might not be positive. So we want to have an influence. So it starts with influence. So you as an individual have 3 areas of influence and what you can do, and as a business or an organization. So what we have got to understand is that we live in a global village, and the influence that we exert affects certain areas of control or influence over a community. Whether you call it the 7 mountains, the 7 pillars of influence, what it is a gatekeeper in a community of people that affects the folkways of a society. That is the habits, the traditions, what's acceptable, not acceptable, and the mores, which are stronger and ethical, which affects the legislation and the legal behavior and the reaction of a community. And those areas of influence, those gatekeepers, when they have that platform, whatever that platform is, not only do they control what happens in a society and a community, but they also use that platform to influence that community with their message, with their morals, and with their ideology, with their philosophy. That's why we want to affect the community and impact the community and the world and individuals from a platform of influence that will allow us to better someone's life. You access God through your faith, but you access people through your service. So when you access people through the door of service, by exercising the influence you have by your impact, you create a platform to be able to deliver, or what we call giving deliverables, deliver a message, deliver healing, health, love, assurance, betterment. Those things create a platform for you to share the love and message of Christ. So think about that. Where can I find a platform that will allow me to have influence in someone's life?